I forgot to change the stream name and category. Hold on. Oh my gosh. So we'll do just chatting for this. And then global. Day zero. And then we'll do setup. Which isn't going to be really anything that I can do anything with because. Oh, I didn't change the category. Oh, I did. It was just slow. Okay. Okay. Day zero of Global Game Jam. And I say day zero because, this is just me getting everything on the Arch system to do dev work. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on the bitrate. Seems pretty steady right now. So, yeah, we get to do the fun thing. So I'm gonna get Godot, and I will do the .NET version. I think the one thing I'm gonna have problems with is trying to find like a sprite software, but we'll work with it. We want .NET, and put that in our documents. We will put it in a folder called engines. Engine. We're gonna let it download. It's gonna take a while, but yeah, this is just the stream that wasn't supposed to happen today, but I reasoned with myself that this could be part of the process, and I wanted to go through the entire process of getting everything set up. So we'll decompress the. Ooh, I'm going to change the themes out of the light mode. There we go. Appearance. Advata Dark. Well, then why is the one thing, you know, light? Ow! Ow! That actually kind of, blinds me a little bit. Okay, we've got Godot. I'm gonna go to itch, and we're going to see what tools we can find. Excuse me. Mm, browse. We want what? Um, huh. I'm gonna take a. Oh wait. Let's see. Um, because like the big thing is like tile sets and stuff like that. Uh, that's kind of what I'm trying to look at. Um, those are for Windows, so I may have to. I may just have to say, what is gdevelop? Well, I don't really have the time to learn gdevelop. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to like figure out like different tools because I don't have anything for spreadsheets. People like, so I may have to make my own. We'll wait and see. But if that is the case, uh, that kind of just cuts down the amount of time that I have to work on that programming and stuff. I think we'll wait and see. Um, yeah, so that's gonna be fun. You know, just trying to make sure that all this stuff is working and we have enough time. Um, this is usually the day again that you set up everything. Um, I don't think Godot has a tile map editor. Let's see. Let's see what Pirate Software has for art and stuff. Well, I wanted tools. I mean, we could use GIMP, which I would just have to run a command from the command line to just go, oh hey, download GIMP. So I will probably just do that, and that's like a new image manipulation program. Sudo pacman-s GIMP. Yep, now it's downloading. Boy. But as like it's one of those I don't really know what to do because Unreal has a built-in tile map editor. You can create your own tile maps using tile sheets. Um, but yeah, it's one of those. I'm like, I don't really know what to do. We're gonna try and make something in Godot, so that'll actually be like the interesting part. Is like my goal is to learn, what tools are needed for Godot, um, and see what all I can get done in 48 hours. I'm 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 honestly a little nervous for tomorrow because tomorrow at 5 o'clock the game jam begins and it'll go till Sunday at 5 o'clock. So that'll be interesting. So yeah, I am I a bit nervous? Like I said, yeah, kind of. This is the first game that I've made in. This will be the first project I've done in Godot. Um, so that'll be interesting. And I honestly still don't know what we're gonna do because I don't know the themes yet. So yeah, yeah. I know I said I wasn't gonna go live, but I actually did kind of reason with myself, like, well, getting the tools and stuff that you need is part of the process. So you might as well stream that and talk about it. Since I do not know a theme yet, it's one of those that I don't really know what else to do other than go, oh hey, you know, let's get as much done as we can today. Let's try and make it as productive as possible. We could actually go live for a few hours. Granted, I don't really think we'll go live for more than maybe an hour and a half. I actually do want to take a look at GDevelop specifically. Let me guess. Okay, it's an app image that works. I'm I want to see if that works cuz I know that like Godot when you just download the app image, it literally wouldn't open. And that was on Linux Mint. Something that actually allows for you to run app images unless I forgot to click a certain button, which does happen. But yeah, I'm going to use Godot for this project. Um, and for people that are like, but why? Well, because I genuinely actually kind of like how Godot looks and works. But I will put that. Yeah, because I'm going to keep an eye on it, see if there are any new features that are going to be added. But yeah, export in one click for mobile, desktop, and really Messenger? Huh. I suppose Messenger does have its own games. So, how is. Okay, GIMP is installed. I think I figure out. I think the search command is capital S, lowercase s. I'm gonna try and scoot a little closer. LibreOffice. So I'm guessing it's gonna be that specifically. Sudo pacman dash s libre, which is just Linux, like an open source version of Microsoft Office. I'm getting that so like when I get a theme, I can start writing down like ideas, and then I can start trying to come up with mechanics. But I shouldn't. I guess I shouldn't worry too much about optimizing time at this point. But we're gonna work with it. And, excuse me, see what we can do. Um, but good morning, everyone. I forgot to say it is 8, like quarter after 8 on the 23rd of January 2025. Good lord. January has flown by quick. But you know, Global Game Jam is always a fun experience. I'm kind of nervous, as I've said a few times. But yeah, it's one of them. I'm like, let's get through this. We can do this. I am prepped with copious amounts of caffeine. Um, and I think the only thing is I'm probably gonna end up eating like early tomorrow since we are streaming at like 4:30. So I'll have lunch at like, wait, do I have .net? I forget. Let's make sure. I think I do. .net workload update. Hold on. Sudo.net workload update. Okay. We are now updating the .NET 8.0 workloads. That's done. Yeah, and I wanted to make sure I had it because it's one of those. I'm like, I'm never too sure. So let's double check, make sure we have everything. Do we have everything tomorrow? For tomorrow. Music we'll worry about when we get. We're gonna want this. We're actually gonna want the export templates for .NET, not just that one. Yes, it says digital store versions do not include .NET C# support. So, yeah, use it to develop Android plugins in Java or Kotlin. I've never programmed in Kotlin, even though I've wanted to. I honestly thought that was interesting. Excuse me. I'm not awake yet this morning, but give me a second. I will get something to drink. Yeah, I think when I was starting to learn Java, Kotlin, at least at the school that I went to, Kotlin was not taught, but Java was the main one that was taught outside of like C sharp. The two main ones were C sharp and Java. You got some C plus, You got some C++, you got some PHP, you've got ASP. Um, there were a lot of things that you'd learn outside of programming. You would learn database design and maintenance, and you would learn how to get everything onto a server. But I learned on my own, really, like the difference between .NET Core and .NET Framework. So for people that wonder why I do not call .NET .NET, or I will occasionally go .NET Core, is because .NET Core is how it was referred to when .NET Framework was in active development. Even Visual Studio refers to it as .NET Core. And basically, from the explanation I got later on, was .NET Core allowed for developers to use more features. The big drawing point is it's cross-platform. See the text adventure game that we have been developing actively here on Twitch. Um, yeah, that was actually a huge drawing point because that allowed me to develop not only for Linux but Windows out of the box with no extra steps needed. Um, and I've tested the product on Windows machines and Linux machines. The only thing I don't have right now to test on is a MacBook, but I don't intend to test on Mac. So, um, yeah, I don't know. I think that tomorrow is going to be a good day. It's going to be a busy day. It's going to be a busy weekend. So I'm excited, but also, again, very, very nervous. Um, as we've got the engine, we've got the art software. Open 3D engine. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I'm looking at different engines and stuff. What? I mean, seems kind of. Yeah, no. Some of the more common engines you see are like Unity, Unreal, CryEngine, Construct. I should add JavaScript. Not a fan of JavaScript, but it's not a terrible language. But I had to sneeze and I didn't want to deafen anyone. But yeah, Bob used to do game development in Construct 2 or Construct 2, so I don't know if he would be interested in this. But I'm going to use Godot. We've got that set up. We've got GIMP installed. We've got LibreOffice so I can take notes. Um, is there anything else? I'm going to hate using programmer art because I'm not an artist. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun time. Yeah. No, right now outside it is -11. It doesn't feel like terribly cold though. Probably because I actually don't know what the wind is like. But yeah, I can see ice on the one window um, that is like directly in front of me. And yeah, um, but outside of that, I don't think it's gonna be like super cold. Excuse me. Today's high is 8, so it'll warm up a nice like 20 degrees almost. Because it's -9, it's gonna get up to 8. We have a chance of snow on Friday. We have, and then next week it'll be nice and well, looks like it'll be kind of nice, kind of warm even too. So that's cool. So, yeah. Honestly though, like one of the big things I tell myself, like I've told myself in previous years, is be ready for stuff to go wrong. I fully expect for everything to go wrong tomorrow. I am willing to bet. And like for people that'll go, oh, so you'll be streaming every day at 5 o'clock this weekend? No. We will be streaming starting at probably 8 o'clock Saturday and Sunday, and then we will probably be done. I know we'll be done at like 5 or 5:30 on Sunday. So do just keep that in mind. I'm like, yeah, we'll be live at 8 o'clock, but I will be taking a break for lunch and supper so I can eat. Um, I know that I've got plenty of quick foods that I can make, which would mean that I would have to. Yeah, the BRBs will be long because I'm waiting for the air fryer to warm up probably, and then yeah, it's gonna be one of those that I'll be gone a while just cause making lunch. And I'll actually probably put in chat and pin it like BRB making lunch. Um, Usually what I would do is, kind of have meals pre-planned even. I did finish the chili yesterday, so I can't have leftover chili, but maybe tonight we can make something that I can have tomorrow or something. I don't know. I do know that Sunday is going to be a day of like, oh crap, we got to get this done. Um, Whatever we don't have done, um, I think the first thing we're going to do tomorrow is set up the GitHub repository, which I don't know how I would do that with Godot. Would I have to, like, I'd probably have to go into VS Code and do it that way. So, um, I am probably going to get like the a specific folder set up for it. You know, just and I'll actually gonna do that right now. So we're gonna cd into documents. I'm gonna do it via the command line because it just works better. mkdir project cd project. Okay, that'll be good for now. We'll make the folders and stuff tomorrow. So I'm gonna create a documents folder, like a docs folder, and then like a games folder, just so I have like the documents on file. Um, yeah, this is gonna be a heck of an experience, honestly, and like I've said it a dozen times on the stream alone. I'm excited and nervous because I'm using kind of a new technology to me, so I get to learn the best way to kind of uh, do things. And it's not going to be like anything fantastic. almost wonder. We'll get rid of that because I think we need the Lotto export. My damn nose is running. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna just. Alright, sorry, I had to go blow my nose. It was a bit stuffy. Let's see here. I was gonna look up tile sheets, like a tile sheet software, or making tile sheets in Godot. Okay, we can make a tile set. Cool. I will keep this in mind. For what? Excuse me. So we're going to go straight to the manual. We're going to bookmark it. There we go. Yeah, no, right now I'm just kind of hoping that tomorrow can go somewhat smoothly and Saturday can go somewhat smoothly, but I'm not holding my breath on it. I should probably turn off my lamp because the sun is out now. There. Yeah. No, the sun's up and it's like, why have lamp on? But yeah. Um, so yeah, the plan is we'll go live tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and then Saturday morning we'll go live at probably 8 o'clock, and we're gonna try and go all day. Um, well, at least from 8 to 5 or 8 to 6 or something like that. If we can go all day, I'd be thrilled. Um, but I'm not holding my breath on that one. Yep, extract and run Godot. Godot is self-contained, does not require installation. Yep. So, and I'm actually going to make sure that I can get Godot to open. Give me a minute here. We want this one. We want. Oh, hey, it does work out of the box. Yep. And then. Yeah, the app image, I think I have to right click and then do properties or permissions and then allow this to run as program. I want to take a look at gdevelop quick too. Jeebus! I don't know if. I think what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna stick to Godot for now. For this project. And honestly, I'm gonna try to make my own assets. Maybe. I haven't completely decided on that yet, so. And people go, are you going to be part of a team? No, I'm not going to be part of a team. I'm going to be doing this all solo. That's why I'm like, do I do my own assets? Do I use like the Kenny NL assets? I don't know how you actually pronounce it. Do I use the free? Do I use free assets that I can use in the project? Because that would save a ton of work. Um, so I actually may see if I can do a working, like if I can get, I think the very last day, if we have the gameplay and stuff ironed out and it works, we're going to work on like getting a toggleable full screen and changing screen resolutions. I do remember that because one of the game jams I was in for Global Game Jam, it was X Jam. We used Unity, and I actually at one point had functioning full screen toggles. I don't know if that made it into the final project though. That was one thing I could honestly. Speaking of full screen toggles, I had a better time of doing that in Unity than I did in Unreal. I could not get Unreal to just toggle out of full screen. So, OBS is still open. It's just, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like tomorrow we're going live at 5. We actually may go live earlier in the day, just to kind of like speak to people and kind of do like, okay, this is what we're expecting today. This is kind of what I'm expecting to get done. Is just ideas, and we start importing stuff and working on it. Um, if all goes well, we will go live till like I'm hoping 10 o'clock, but I'm not betting on it at the moment. So I'm just hoping I can get through that with very little issue. I'm just right now I'm just kind of checking like email and stuff. But yeah, like looking at today, today's going to be a nice day. Tomorrow there's a chance of snow. I think it'll be one of them that yeah, I'm going to try and get as much work as I can done tomorrow. And then on yeah. Uh and next week we should be back to our normal stream schedule. So anyway, what else? Let's look at GitHub. Yeah. I was gonna do something for Game Off, that's right. I remember that. And I should have done something similar. Or something simple, I guess. But yes. So we get to use tile sets. And I need to remember to do like WASD and I want to do arrow movements. I when I was following the 2D tutorial, I couldn't remember how to do it. Like I couldn't remember like I thought I did WASD or no, I thought I did we do arrow? I don't remember. I'm speaking out of my behind here. So I think that was just WASD. So honestly, I'm gonna focus on. I think tomorrow we're gonna focus on getting everything set up. We're gonna focus on filling out our documentation. Because right now we really don't like. I think the most I'm probably gonna try and spend is an hour, maybe 2 hours, just brainstorming ideas. And I'm excited because I want to get everything up and running here. And I should see if I can get Godot set up for multi-platform. So import. I think we're just gonna make a test project. Um, hold on, because I want to just see if I can. Hold on. So we will do test. I'm just gonna call this test to see if I can figure out how to get all that stuff updated. Because I just downloaded the build, like a file to do like very basic things. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go into, would it be project settings, and then, no, I think it would be engine at that point, or your editor. Oh, hold on. Maybe we do project, install. See, I can install Android build template. Yeah. We want to go outside of test. I want to go up to documents, engine. Oh, I think I figured it out. Let's see if it works. I found it. We want to go back to J, documents, engine. Oh, no, go back. Documents, project, TPC. Okay. I know what to do. Show in folder, documents, engine. There. So now, if we project, export, add, Linux, Windows. The RC edit tool must be configured in the editor settings. Export Windows RC edit. So, yes, I'm going to go through and get just the basic packaging, like the packaging basics down. So, project settings, RC edit. Actually, I think I'm in the wrong thing. Editor, export. Oh, that's not what I want. We're reloading the project to make sure, like, we'll hit. Okay, we've we've got them installed. We are going to project export. See, it says export Windows RC edit. I think right now it's just going to be here. I'm just testing this stuff out so I can figure out how to get this to work. Export, okay, could not start RC edit executable. Configure RC edit path in editor settings. Editor settings, export. Or disable application, modify resources. So, editor settings, export Windows RC edit. Boy, this is a fun time for all. Alright, let's figure this out. Editor settings. Let's try building it again. See if that worked. That's not what I wanted. I want to hit project export. There we go. Or application, modify resources, and export preset. Okay then. I did not do that right. Huh. Well. I don't know. Because, well, I'll have to figure it out before the end of stream on Sunday. Or I'd have to run a Windows VM, which I'm not all opposed to doing. So, I'm not entirely opposed to running a Windows VM. It's just the Windows build will come later then. which I think I'd be perfectly fine with. You know, because I can't find the option they want me to edit so that I can build for Windows automatically. But, you know, could be worse. But, yeah, today we're doing the setup, and I think we've got just about everything set up. So, yeah, we're probably only gonna be live for maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours. Do I expect the game to be good? No. Do I expect it to run? Hopefully. Anything will beat what we did last year. And this time we'll be doing it completely live. So, I hope anyway. I hope we'll be able to do it completely live because that'd be fun. But yeah, I'm trying my best to figure out what to do. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of just looking forward to it a little bit and going, let's just calm down, think about it. We'll come up with the ideas tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a great day. Tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Tomorrow's going to be the start of a very stressful weekend. But I can do it. I can do it. I know I can. But yeah, I'm honestly looking forward to this weekend. And again, I like game jams. They give me an opportunity to learn. They give me an opportunity to improve on various aspects. And I'm going to learn a completely new piece of software. Mm-hmm. And I think, yeah, I think today was literally going to be a day of just let's chill out and just kind of enjoy the day that we have ahead of us. Because this weekend is going to be busy. And we can do it. We got this. I can do it. I'm honestly like really I'm hoping that this game turns out way better than last year. Cuz last year we did a platformer and that was not very fun. But anyway, um I don't know. I'm curious. I was looking at like my Twitch stuff cuz I was curious where we were last year and I've talked about and because Twitch has the carousel. It's gonna be like, oh, you want to hear what these streamers are saying, even though you're live. Um, actually, I think I could have just went to my overview or my content and went, oh, analytics overview. Open like a new tab. I was doing that in a really bass-ackwards way. Yeah. So last year at this time, I think we only streamed 23 hours. And I think so. I'm actually curious if we go back a year. Actually, I think I can just do January of 24 first to the 31st. We streamed a total time of 23 hours and 15 minutes. That's total. Only streaming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 days out of the month. Whereas I think this year we have done one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days of the month. And we're not even done yet. Because, yeah, no. I have tried to be like more consistent with streaming. The start times are a little hit or miss, but I am working on that. But no, tomorrow we will start at 5 o'clock to kind of go through like what the theme is. Like 4:30, 5 o'clock, we'll find out what the theme is. We'll start working on the project. We'll get everything like GitHub and all that set up. So I will do that tomorrow. I think the rest of the day today, I'm just gonna be relaxing, watching YouTube. You know, enjoy. I'm gonna enjoy the nice weather, because it is one of those very like it's still cool, but it's like not as cold as it was at the end of last week. So, um, yeah, that is one of those that. But I was like, I'm looking through. I'm actually gonna see if I can find RC Edit. Because I can't find anything about it. Oh, they did a what? I don't know what it wants me to do. What the hell? Yeah, this is like yeah. I think I'm just gonna do a Windows platform separate. It's just gonna be easier. Cause yeah, I was. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I just was reading. Cause yeah, they actually give like a whole creating an icon for Windows. So that'll be fun. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna work on a Linux native version and then go from there. I'm actually curious. Can I build for web just out of the gate, or can I not do that? Because we'll go into test and we'll do it that way. Just because I think that would work better. We're going to go into we want project, export, add, web. Oh, if this, okay, so it does need like actual Godot without C# support. So, okay, well, we'll figure that out long before Sunday, I hope. That might be one of those things I do off stream or after the jam is ended. I'll just focus on getting a Linux build up and running, and I think that'll be the first thing. Then Windows will come later. People go, well, you're gonna miss out on this. Well, yeah, but at the same rate, I'm also just trying to figure this out. You know, and honestly, it's one of the last things I'm gonna do. Even if I have to use like a proper, like a virtual machine where I have Godot running on Windows and then we build it out that way. That could be how we do it. And that's probably going to be how I'm going to do it. And people say, well, why don't you just run Windows? Windows 11 has had some weird sound glitches, and I'm betting you it's because of the Windows 10 upgrade. But I'm perfectly happy running Linux, and I'm going to have a way figured out probably after the game jam has ended. Because I will probably put this out on like Itch or Game Jolt or both. Probably both. Um, so yeah, I'm excited, nervous, as I've said a billion times. But tomorrow is the start of another game jam. I know I can do this. I can do this. I just have to be ready to work nonstop for several hours at a time. And I know I can do this. I've done it before. I'll do it again. We'll figure this out and we'll get there. As my stream is crashing. So, um, we could do this. But I am probably going to. I don't know yet. I'm thinking about wrapping up the stream, but I don't know like exactly when I will. But I'm honestly just kind of hoping that everything goes okay at the very least. I'm just saying I hope everything works and we can figure this out. Um, there's a user interface node. Cool. I'll have to keep that in. I'm sorry. I'm looking at Godot and I noticed that there was a user interface mode. I will not be using the test project as that stuff. I just wanted to see if I could set it up to run for Windows. So I will. Excuse me. I will probably end up um, figuring this stuff out after the jam ends. That might be a Monday thing where I try and do that, but man, oh man, I'm excited. I'm happy. And I'm kind of tired. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, no. Um, if this jam would have happened a week earlier, I would have been miserable last week because it would have been colder than heck. Because, yeah, no, at one point I think it was like negative 20 with a negative 40 wind chill. I actually don't know for sure on the wind chill side of things, but I do know it was like negative 11 at the very least. Negative 11, and I think they said we could have had wind chills to negative 40 below. So yeah, that's how last week went. It was not very warm, and well, it's also that time of year where it's not very warm. So yeah, um, but realistically speaking, though, this should be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to stream it all for you guys. So we will see you guys tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Maybe sooner. But we'll see you guys tomorrow